You are watching MTG Cribs on MTGO Academy featuring RYANCRABBS.
Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going through a modern daily with Red Deck Wins. I've been saying I've wanted to do a daily with this deck for a while now, and I finally found a list. It 4-0'd a daily a couple weeks ago, and it looks pretty sweet, pretty standard too, and also most importantly, really cheap. So this deck is based around the card Lightning Bolt. 1 red deals 3 damage. So all the cards in this deck are basically lightning bolts or worse lightning bolts. So we have 4 lightning bolts, 4 shard volleys, which is lightning bolts, but you have to sacrifice some land. Lava spike, which is like lightning bolt, but only deals damage to players and is a sorcery. Searing blaze, which is 2 red, deal 3 damage to a creature and a player if you play a land, so it's landfall. Otherwise, it's only 1 damage, but usually you can set it up where you play a land that turn. 4 Skullcrack, which is 3 damage. They can't gain life, and damage can't be prevented. Then we have 4 Flames of the Blood Hand, not Blames. It's like Skullcrack, it's the original version. It deals 4 damage, and it says the same thing. Damage can be prevented, and they can't gain life. Then we have 4 Rift Bolt, which is another worse lightning bolt. It's 1 red to suspend it, to deal 3 damage, or 3 to cast it. Usually we're just suspending it. Then we have 4 Spark Elemental, which is lightning bolt, just a 3/1 haste for 1 red. And then end of turn it dies, so it just like gets in for 3 damage. Then we have 4 Goblin Guide, one of the best cards in the deck. It can deal easily 4 or 6 damage to the opponent for 1 red. It's a 2/2 haste for 1 red, and when it attacks, they reveal the top card of their deck. If it's a land, they draw it, otherwise it stays there. So it's pretty sweet, because sometimes its drawback isn't even a drawback. Then we have 4 Hell Spark Elemental, younger brother of Spark Elemental. Same thing, a 3/1 trample haste. Little text box keeps popping up over the card text. And then it dies in a turn, but this one has Unearth, which means you can put it from your graveyard into play, so you get to do it one more time. So that's the deck. It's a bunch of burn spells. We're just trying to add up to 20, do a little math. In the sideboard, we have a couple Combust for Splinter Twins, blue-white control decks. Flame Break's pretty sweet. It's 3 damage to each creature without flying each player that can't be generated. It's good against like Weenie Swarm decks. It's okay against Pod. A couple Relic of Progenitus for graveyard decks. A couple cards from Born of the Gods actually. Satyr Fire Dancer, which I was kind of leery of this in like the sideboard, so like, well, we have so much spot removal as it is, so much burn, like why do we need this? And then I play against Merfolk, and I played this, and the turn I had a 3rd land, they went from 4 creatures to 0 creatures, so it's pretty sweet. And they took like 8 damage, so that was pretty awesome. And then we have Searing Blood, also from Born of the Gods, which is a little downgraded Searing Blaze. It deals 2 damage to a creature. If it dies, it deals 3 damage to them. And then 4 Smash to Smithereens for like Tron decks, Affinity. It destroys an artifact, and then they take 3 damage. So once again, another Lightning Bolt variant. So here's the deck. We're just going to try to deal 20 damage as many times as possible.